Kara! Is it true that you quit your job?
What? Oh, yes, it's true. I quit my job.
Oh, what are you doing? The company my husband works at went bankrupt. So we were planning on having you and Adam give us money from now on.
Huh?
Is this some sort of harassment? Oh, it is, right? Is that why you quit your job?
No, it's not. I didn't know your Mr. Dawson's company went bankrupt until now. I quit my job at the company because the side job I had started gaining momentum. So I decided to just quit it.
What? A side job? Does that mean you're just going to work for some extra cash? You're going to rely on Adam's salary and use the money from his side job for yourself, right?
No, that's not it. It's been 2 years since the salary I earned from my side job greatly surpassed the one from my job at the company. It was getting difficult to do both, so I decided to choose one and focus on that. I talked with Adam about this.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me about it?
Well,
You didn't tell us because you're hiding something, right? Which means that this side job of yours doesn't pay as well as you say it does. If I had known about it, I never would have let you quit your job at the company.
this is why Adam said it's best if I didn't tell you guys. You don't listen to a word I say and just immediately start attacking me.
What?
Have you heard the term toxic parent?
Oh, what are you on to?
This is the perfect timing, so I'll tell you. Adam and I are going to be moving.
You're moving?
I have no intention of explaining when you can't even understand why I quit my other job. I'll just say that this was Adam's idea.
Hold on! It's you and Adam's job to support us!
Why don't you two ask your other son for help, the one you gave all your attention to?
What? But Damien is too sensitive of a person to get a job. Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Don't you realize that pampering him like that is probably why he's 41, unemployed, and living with his parents?
What?
Goodbye.
I finally found your new address, Kara. It wasn't easy. I had to give my relatives a bunch of money to make them talk.
Huh? Mrs. Dawson?
Oh, it looks like you didn't block me.
I didn't block you on purpose because I didn't know just what you people would do if I completely shut you out.
Well, it looks like someone's still as rude as ever. Anyways, it seems like you still don't have a job.
What?
I've been watching you these last few days. But you only leave the house when you go shopping or jogging.
You've been watching me? Just what are you thinking?
I know that you're not in the house right now. So I had my stuff moved into the house.
What? What do you mean your stuff? How did you even get in?
Well, I broke that big window that leads from the yard to the living room.
You what?
Anyway, me moving into your house isn't important. I'm just surprised you still don't have a job. Isn't it normal for wives these days to have one? And to think I came all this way just so you and Adam could finally do your job and support me. Why is it that you haven't done anything to prepare for my arrival?
Because we were never planning on letting you move into our house.
What did you just say to me?
I told you this before. Did you forget?
You didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Adam, you're still outside, right?
What's wrong, Kara? I dropped off the stuff and on my way home. I'm at a gas station right now.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't bump into her.
What is it?
Your mother found out where we live and broke in through the living room window.
What? She broke the window? Looks like she's still as crazy as ever.
Judging by the text she sent earlier, she still hasn't given up on getting us to support her. She says she's moved into our house, so she's probably not just going to leave.
Jesus.
What are we gonna do? We probably have to go home. But it's going to be quite the hassle once we do, since your mom's already broken in.
This is the worst possible timing. Oh, I see. Now, huh?
What is it?
I tried thinking about it from a different perspective. Ever since she found out I worked at A Industries, Mom hasn't stopped telling me to give her money.
Yup.
She ignored me at first when I told her about the company I got into after I graduated high school. But she found out that it was one of the largest companies in the industry after I got interviewed by a local newspaper, which is why she now thinks I get paid well.
So that's why. I was truly shocked when I found out that she wanted you to give her basically your whole salary every month.
Truly. At the time, it was only 7 years since I'd graduated high school and got the job at A Industries. My parents probably thought that I got paid as much as someone who graduated from a prestigious university and got an official position. It looked like aliens the way they kept asking me for money. I assume nothing's changed in their attitude, so she's probably gonna ask me for money again. But now that it's only 2 weeks until I start my new job, I'm basically unemployed right now.
Oh, I understand. You mean that we should take advantage of the situation, right?
Let's decide on what to do before we go home. Where are you right now?
I'm at the supermarket I always go to.
Okay, I'll pick you up by car, so wait for me by the entrance of the main road. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Got it.
Kara, I heard what you and Adam were talking about last night. To think that you were actually against me moving in and have no intention of supporting me. But aren't you the one who's living off of Adam's salary? You're just afraid that if I move in, you won't be able to spend as much money on luxuries anymore, aren't you? Of course that's it. The fact that you still don't have a job is proof. If you have no intention of getting a job and supporting your mother-in-law, then get out. Starting from today, this house is me and Adam's. I decided that I'm going to depend on Adam from now on, which means that there's no room for parasites like you anymore.
I understand. I'll leave tonight.
My, you're so obedient.
It just means that I have no intention of supporting you. And neither do I want to live with you. I'm going to be packing my things, so goodbye.
Acting all tough, are we?
Did you get there yet, Kara?
Yup, I just arrived. I ate the dinner I bought from the convenience store while surrounded by cardboard boxes.
That sounds fun, I guess.
I've got work that's nearing the deadline, so I'll need to set up the computer though.
I see. You seem as busy as usual, but don't overwork yourself, alright? Mom's calling me. I'll settle things in 3 to 4 days, but I won't text you too much just in case.
Got it. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
Thanks.
Kara, get back here immediately.
What?
Now that it's come to this, I don't mind if it's just you. Get a part-time job or something just to earn the money to support me.
Huh? You kicked me out of the house after insulting me, and now this?
It's not my fault. I didn't know at the time. Adam hasn't left the house in the past 3 days despite it being a weekday. I asked him what's wrong when he told me he wanted to quit his well-paying job at the company. He told me this morning. I kicked him out and told him not to come back until he finds a job. He's probably looking for one right now, but someone as useless as him probably won't be able to find a job so easily. You will be the one who will support me until he comes back. Get back as soon as possible.
Have you ever thought about getting a job yourself?
Huh?
I heard this from somebody else, but it seems you got divorced with your husband. It all started when your eldest son, Damien, left the house. Because Adam and I have left, you two had no one left to rely on. So you forced Damien, who's been unemployed for over 20 years now, to get a job at a local bread factory. But once the 3 months of probation was over, he was assigned to someplace far away. Damien apparently realized that working at a bread factory was his calling, so he went. No one's been able to contact him since.
I had no idea something like this would happen.
Mr. Dawson was the one who gave Damien the pamphlet for the job, right? You blamed him for Damien leaving, which was the start of a huge fight. In the end, you were kicked out of the house. You realized that at this rate, you would become homeless. So you used the money you got after the divorce as a bribe to get one of our relatives to give you our address. Am I right?
Yes, but still, what is it with you two? How is it that both of you are unemployed?
Well, I for one plan to work hard from now on.
Yes, keep doing so. So you're finally going to do what I say. Then go get a job so you can support me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh?
You know, the two of us were actually preparing to move before you barged into our house.
What, you're moving again?
Didn't you notice that all our stuff has already been moved out?
Oh, now that you mention it, it is a bit empty here. Oh my god, is your stuff really not here?
You really did notice until I told you? You really do only think about yourself, do you?
Well, I guess it's all right. At least I have a house now.
Oh, we're only renting that house.
Huh?
We've already terminated the contract, so get out of here by the end of this month, okay?
What? But...
Adam's arrived at the new house, so bye now.
Kara! But then who's going to support me?
Damien was the one who told me about his parents' divorce. Me and Adam's successful escape from his toxic parents apparently had a huge impact on him. He took advantage of being made to work at a bread factory and asked himself to be assigned someplace far away. Nowadays, he seems busy with work, saying that there's so much to remember. But he does seem like he's having fun. Mr. Dawson also apparently found a job, albeit a low-paying one. Miss Dawson, on the other hand, realizing that she was now all alone after failing to move into her house, she headed to the nearest job center. She was temporarily relieved after finding a job that came with accommodation, but apparently was so relieved that she was late for her first day. She didn't even apologize and keeps making similar mistakes every day. It's probably only a matter of time until she's fired.
Hey, Dana. My dad is the CEO, did you know? You're super lucky that I find you so attractive. In the future, you're going to be the CEO's wife.
I think there's a huge misunderstanding. I'm honored to hear that you like me, but I can't go out with you. I have a fiancé.
You're talking about me, right? Don't worry, we can cut out on all the formalities. Just chill. Pretty soon, we're going to be husband and wife.
That's not what I meant. I already have a partner. We're engaged. That's why I can't go out with you, Richard.
It's all right. You don't have to hide anything from me. I love you, and I know you love me too, babe.
Wait, how in the world did you come to that conclusion? You're making me really uncomfortable right now.
I understand. Think of all the money you'll have. It'll be quite the change from how things are now, huh? Hey, how about we go on a nice vacation together? It'll be great. You'll get to know what it's like living as a millionaire.
You're not listening to me, are you? I said I can't go out with you. I'm already engaged to someone else. So please, stop trying to talk me into this.
Come on, you don't have to lie. I wonder how long it's been since we started dating.
What? What are you talking about? We're not dating, Richard. We've never even gone somewhere together. Why are you saying that?
Don't worry, it's okay. I get it. You've been checking me out a lot, haven't you, Dana? Did you think I didn't notice?
Have I? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
You're really shy, aren't you, Dana? But that's all right. That's part of the reason why you're so hot.
Please, would you cut it out? You really shouldn't say stuff like that to people you aren't dating. It's just creepy. Disturbing, even. It's highly inappropriate.
Wow, that stings. But that doesn't change the fact that I love you, babe. I noticed that your expression could get really serious sometimes. However, I have to admit, I like you playing hard to get. Not bad.
Excuse me, but I'm not playing hard to get. I don't appreciate you misinterpreting things like that. If you can't tell, I'm being dead serious.
It's good. I'm a nice guy. I accept you for the way you are. I mean, you're being hit on by the future CEO. Of course you're excited. I really don't blame you. Think about it, Dana. All the other girls would be so jealous.
I'm not so sure about that. Like I said 100 times already, I'm already engaged to someone else. I don't want to be hit on by a guy I'm not interested in. It's just wrong.
You know, Dana, you could be a bit difficult sometimes. I understand you're playing hard to get, but I think you're going a bit too far this time. You don't want me to tell on Father, do you?
Please, would you just cut it out already? I'm just trying to do my job at work. I'm definitely not trying to send you any signals that I'm into you. I know your father is the CEO, but this is starting to get out of hand. And I should mention, I'm not interested in office romance either.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Office romance does make things awkward sometimes. So, that's what was troubling you, wasn't it? In that case, you should have just told me so.
Sorry? I don't think you understand.
You want to stay at home and become a housewife, don't you? That's why you were acting so strange. I'm sorry I couldn't notice it earlier.
Hold on. Could you please explain to me how in the world you came to that conclusion? What is wrong with you? Are you insane?
It's okay. I get it now. I was going to keep it a secret, but I guess it's time to let the cat out of the bag, huh? Surprise! You're going to become a housewife, babe.
Okay. I can tell you're definitely not listening to me.
You know what they say. Us guys tend to communicate directly. We take things at face value. We're more confrontational. Girls, on the other hand, they're subtle. They give us cues and hints, but at the end of the day, girls just want us guys to understand. We need to figure out what they're hinting at. I'm sorry I couldn't understand you more sooner. I'll do better next time. I promise.
I'm pretty sure I'm being super direct with everything. I mean, you are right about one thing. I do want you to understand. I'm starting to think this is hopeless.
I know, and I'm deeply sorry about that. I wanted to act a bit cool, you know. Make a show for you. I promise, after the wedding, you can become a housewife. I was planning on telling you that once I officially asked you to marry me.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Marry you? You have to be joking. I'm absolutely not going to marry you. What in the world are you talking about?
Dana, thanks for being my girlfriend. I really appreciate it.
No. Wait a second. This is all wrong. I'm not your girlfriend, Richard. We're not dating.
It's all cool. And like I told you before, You don't have to be so shy. I know you're just trying to be polite because my dad's in charge. I get it. But I wouldn't mind if you acted more honest with me.
What? That's not it at all.
No worries. I, the future CEO, will make sure everything works out for you. For the both of us. Not to mention, you won't have to worry about money anymore. Aren't you glad?
I can't. I seriously can't believe you.
Of course you can't. I'm too good to be true. No one could have ever dreamed of being loved by me, son of the chief executive officer. But I didn't expect you to be so happy, Dana. I'm glad I decided to talk to you about it. You won't regret it.
I can't believe it. Your thought process is unfathomable. It's just scary at this point. Listen, there's no way I'm marrying you. I'm not your girlfriend, Richard. I never was.
Don't worry, it's all right. I get it. You just can't wait to become my fiancée, right? I'll get right on with the marriage proposal. You'll be the happiest girl in the universe. Just you wait.
No, wait, you're getting it all wrong. Seriously, cut it out. Richard, listen to me. You're acting crazy. Richard! Hello?
Don't hold it against me, Dana. That's what you get for rejecting me like that. But you should know, you're such a drama queen sometimes. I just punched you a bit. You didn't need to call an ambulance. I bet the bruise is already gone by now. You're pretty weak if that hurt you.
I can't believe you have the audacity to say that to me. I was sent to the emergency room, and it's all because of what you did to me. You assaulted me. And for what? For rejecting your marriage proposal. And I didn't even want that to begin with. You're a psychopath. I'm going to sue you for this.
Big deal. You just got what you deserved for rejecting me. And it's no use suing me, by the way. Father should have already covered it up by now.
I see. You don't know who my father is, do you?
Why would I know who he is? No matter what, there's no way he's more powerful than my dad. My dad is the CEO, for crying out loud. No one has more authority than he does.
I would beg to differ. I'll tell you, since you don't seem to know. My dad is the head of the local mafia, which is still very much active around here.
The mafia's boss? You've got to be kidding. So what? What's he gonna do? Put a horse head in my bed? Doesn't matter. Pretty sure that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Oh, but it has everything to do with your father, Richard.
And how do you figure that? What would me or my father have anything to do with the mafia's boss?
Some time ago, your father's company was suffering from financial difficulties. It was really close to getting bankrupted. That was when my father came into the picture. He helped your father out. My father didn't give me an exact number, but he said he fronted your dad a couple $1 million to keep his business from going under. For all I know, the two seem to have a pretty long history together. They're really tight.
Oh, is that so? Great news then. That only means that we're pretty much destined to be together. Our fathers would be so proud of us.
You really don't get it, do you? That's what makes you so insufferable.
I don't quite follow.
How long are you planning on deluding yourself like that? You've crossed the line so many times, I can't stand it anymore. Who do you think you are? Who gave you the permission to go on and act like my boyfriend?
What do you mean? It's a tremendous honor to become my girlfriend. A privilege. Aren't you happy too, Dana?
As I said before, you're just being a creep.
What did you say?
I'm not interested in stupid, creepy guys like you. There's no way I'll ever date you.
I don't understand. Dana, what happened? Are you feeling alright? You're not acting like yourself.
That's what makes you so creepy. Could you stop talking to me as if we're dating or something? You barely even know me. For your information, I don't have a single cell in my body that's interested in you.
But Dana, aren't you happy that you're my girlfriend? That you're able to marry me?
Happy? Yeah, right. It only makes me irritated. After all, I have to spend my precious time dealing with idiots like you. I will never, ever date you, Richard. Not in a million years. Besides, as I said countless times before, I'm already engaged to someone else.
What? You are? What do you mean? That's not possible.
Looks like someone wasn't listening, huh? I told you before, haven't I? I have a boyfriend. I'm engaged to him. I love him more than anyone else in the universe. He asked me to marry him. Of course I said yes, and now we're happily engaged.
How dare you? After all this time, you were cheating on me?
Would you just cut it out with your delusional nonsense? Look, I've never dated you in my entire life. Never even thought about it. And I'm definitely not interested in you either. Your little marriage proposal just causes trouble. Don't you ever do it again.
Come on, Dana. You're just trying to act tough, right? Tell me the truth, please.
You assaulted me after I rejected you. What else do you want from me? What else do you expect? I hate you. I despise you.
No, you're just acting. Just playing hard to get. That's what's going on, right? Please, babe, Dana, tell me the truth. I'm begging you.
You're really good at one thing. Taking things the wrong way and deluding yourself. I'm not playing hard to get, Richard. Even if I was, I wouldn't worry about it. My hatred for you is real enough. I'll rather die than date you, much less marry you.
No, you're kidding. Think about it. I'm going to become the next CEO of the company. No girl would ever think about rejecting me. Never.
Well, then think of me as the first girl to ever reject you then. Or is that too hard for you to comprehend? To be honest, I think most girls would prefer you not talking to them. Oh, but you know what? You might want to try out some dating apps. You might be able to hook up with some girls, if they're ignorant enough. Although, I'm sure they'll just be after your money.
This isn't funny, Dana. Everything about me is perfect. And I have tons of cash. I'm flawless.
But it's not your money, is it? It's your father's. Don't act like you're the one who worked for it. Reality check. You're just a balding, creepy, insufferable D-bag. You should really come to your senses. It's only going to get worse from now on.
How dare you say something like that to me? You've deceived me. How could you?
I didn't deceive you. I told you from the get-go. And I should be the one who's angry. Just think of all the trouble you caused.
You know what? Fine. Have it your way. I'll have father deal with this. You'll be fired. You'll regret everything you've said. And you caused me emotional distress, so don't think I won't be suing you for that, too. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hello? Have you listened to a single word I've said? My dad is the Mafia's boss. Your father and mine have a long history together. They're close. If I were you, I'd be more worried about yourself.
Oh yeah? What's your dad gonna do? Huh?
Your father knows about what happened between the two of us.
So what? Father's on my side. He'll protect me.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
My dad's infuriated by what you did to me. I did get sent to the hospital after all. My dad usually keeps his cool, but he was fuming. I'd be worried if I were you.
And I don't really care if your dad's mad or not.
He told your father, and apparently he was angry too. He couldn't believe it.
What? What do you mean?
You assaulted the daughter of someone he had close ties with. Not to mention, your reasoning behind that was because I rejected your marriage proposal. You also deluded yourself into thinking the two of us were dating. I'm pretty sure any parent would feel ashamed if their child acted like that.
Is that what they told him? Liar! You're the one who tricked me into thinking you liked me. It's all your fault.
I figured you'd say that, so I made sure to bring your father evidence. Our chat messages explain everything. It perfectly shows what was going on between us. And don't even think about deleting your messages, Richard. It's too late for that. I already took screenshots and saved them in a separate file.
Oh yeah? Then tell me, why should I be worried, huh?
You're going to be disowned by your father, apparently. Too bad about your dream of becoming the future CEO, huh?
Disowned? But why?
I don't know. Maybe because you assaulted me? How on earth did you get through life by being this dense? It's actually astonishing. Not only did you put someone in the hospital, that someone happened to be the daughter of someone very close to your father. You're in for a very rude awakening. One of our fathers is definitely going to knock the rocks out of your head very soon.
Why, Dana? Why do you have to mess up my life like that? This isn't fair. I'll sue you.
Oh, gee, this is actually insane. What reality are you living in? Besides, I'll have you know, my fiancé is a very competent lawyer.
Your fiancé is a lawyer? That doesn't matter. I have all the money in the world. There's nothing I can't solve with a little cash.
No, your dad has all the money in the world. The only money you have is what he gives to you. I wouldn't count on it if I were you. You're going to get disowned, remember?
Damn it, that's not true. I'm his frickin' son.
Son or not, your actions were inexcusable. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Oh yeah, just a friendly reminder. I was physically assaulted and mentally traumatized too. So I'll be seeking compensation from you. See you at court.
Court? As if. There's no way. If anything, we're going to court because I'm suing you.
Sure, go right ahead if you think you can. From now on, we can speak through our lawyers.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
I think it'll be about several $100,000, so prepare yourself. It's nice of you to learn your lesson. You should never mess with my dad and my fiancé. Oh, and don't even think about running away. The Mafia is willing to chase you to the ends of the earth. After that, Richard asked for help from his dad, the CEO of the company. But the CEO was furious. He disowned him on the spot, as expected. Apparently, Richard was later kicked out of the house as well. Richard felt that he was in danger. Despite Dana's warnings, he tried to run away. But a mobster working for Dana's father managed to hunt him down just as he was about to leave the state. He got sent away to a foreign country, where he is forced to work at some kind of coal mine. No one has ever heard from him since. Pretty brutal ending, but he got what he deserved. On the other hand, after the creepy stalker dude was out of the picture, Dana fully recovered from her injury and was able to get back to work. She happily got married to her fiancé. They had a beautiful wedding. Richard's mistake was that he mistook his father's authority as his own. After he got disowned, he was forced to face reality, that he was a nobody without his father. So, how did you like it? It's pretty surprising that someone could be so delusional. I really don't want to become someone like that.